everybody, WonkyPuppy here, bringing you a brand new type of video answering your questions. So I did post a video a few days ago celebrating our 300 subscriber milestone, which again, thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are amazing. But yeah, I was asking you to post your questions in the comments of that video, and now here I am recording a video answering your questions. So let me know if you like this, these type of Q&A type videos. I can do more. I can turn this into a series, like maybe once a month or something like that, if you guys are interested in seeing it. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it with the first question. I arranged these in like groupings of things that I thought made sense to answer together. So I might jump in between questions a little bit. So sorry about that if it's hard to follow. This first question is from VR asking, how old are you? Where are you from? And any full-time job other than YouTuber? Okay, so I am, as of recording this, 29 years old. I live in America in the Dallas area of Texas. Lived here my entire life. I've been kind of all over the country for vacation and work and all that, but no, I've always lived in the Dallas area. I definitely have a full-time job other than YouTube. I actually make nothing from YouTube. With the new monetization requirements from the platform, I have to be like over 1,000 subscribers and have a bunch of watch hours and yada 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 before I can even apply to be part of the partner program. Yeah, so I don't make anything out of this. I do this for fun in my spare time as kind of a creative outlet. I work for a very large technology company, and I love what I do. I love my job. Working for a large company has some ups and some downs, but overall I really like what I do, and I have a really great job. The next question from Juicy Melon is, are you married? And yeah, I am. I actually just celebrated my 3rd anniversary earlier this month. So yeah, happily married, have been for 3 years now. The next question from Mr. Bones. Why does the puppy wear glasses? That's actually a very easy question. The puppy wears glasses because I wear glasses in real life. So I kind of try to model the logo for the channel after myself. But yeah, that's the reason. Next question from Gab742. What are your thoughts on cats? I actually really like cats. I have a cat. Here's a picture of my kitty cat. His name is Timmy. He is kind of a jerk, but I love him anyway. That's kind of the problem with cats. They're they're kind of jerks. They're not nice animals, but they are adorable and super entertaining, and I still love them. Next question from MMDD1996. I guess that's month, day, 1996. Do you like sports? Do you have games planned? And can we see your dog on camera? How tall are you? I'm just thinking of random things. Lol. Okay, no problem. These are a little all over the place, but let's get through it. Do you like sports? No, not really. I played sports a little bit in like middle school, not so much in high school, and I kind of lost interest. I get it. I get why people like sports. They like watching sports and all that. I just never kind of caught that bug. Yeah, I don't get super into it. I just get kind of bored watching sports or playing sports. Yeah, not really. Do you have games planned? I do have some plans for the channel. If you guys want to see anything, let me know. I definitely want to make sure that the channel stays kind of community focused, and that I'm putting stuff out that you guys want to watch. I'm thinking about changing up the way that I record the stuff on the channel, and instead of doing like a bunch of Stardew Valley and then like weekly episodes of everything else, kind of focusing it in on maybe doing only like 3 active games at a time. I'm thinking about, I would really like feedback on this. I'm thinking about stopping the Let's Try Tuesdays where I do a new game every week. Just because there's not a lot of people watching those, and yeah, it takes a little bit more effort than normal to put those together because I have to find a game and I have to set up the recording, and it's a brand new set of branding and thumbnails and tagging and all that I have to do every week. And if you guys really liked it and it was really successful, I have no problem doing all that. But yeah, I'm just not getting a ton of views on those, so it seems like it's not something that you guys are super interested in. So if you are, let me know for sure. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing a weekly vlog of just kind of updates on on what's going on in my life or my thoughts or whatever. I don't know how interesting that could be, but I'm just kind of playing around with the concept at this moment. I am actually, if you guys aren't aware, and I know most of you aren't, some of you maybe, I am in the process this week, in fact today, of buying a new house, and I'll be moving for like the next week. And one of the things I'm really excited about with that house is that it's got a pretty good sized plot of land and a chicken coop. So sometime in the near future, I may have chickens to raise. And I was thinking about possibly doing like a Stardew Valley in real life vlog, showing like taking care of the property and maybe growing some crops and taking care of chickens and that type of thing, but doing it all in like real world. Anyway, it's just kind of a thought. Would love to get some feedback on if that's something you guys would like to see or not too. Let's see, games I have planned. A couple of games that I'm thinking about playing. I've been looking at Dragon Quest Builders a lot lately. It looks really cute and fun, and like something that I would really enjoy. It's kind of similar to Stardew Valley in a way, but it still has kind of like a strong storyline and kind of an RPG mode. So it looks fun. I might do that. I'm also thinking about, after the Mega Man 10 series wraps up for the retro gaming series Throwback Thursday stuff, of doing a classic Kingdom Hearts playthrough. That's one of my favorite games from growing up. And I think I didn't need to research it, make sure there's no like major copyright issues for doing it. That's like my biggest concern. But it's a game I really love. I actually have my PlayStation 2 and an original copy of the game that I could dust off to play. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. And I'm thinking about just generally trying to steer the channel towards more like indie games, things on Steam, that kind of stuff. So if you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. Okay, let's see. Did I get all of your questions? No. Okay, so can we see your dog on camera? Sure. I mean, I don't have a camera set up to do like face cam or anything yet. But here's a picture of my puppies. The Rottweiler, her name is Hetty. She is the WonkyPuppy. She's the wonky girl that I base kind of this persona around. And the other one is Dax. He's the Malamute. And they're both absolutely bananas. And last one was, how tall are you? I am 6'1". I don't know what that translates to in centimeters, but I'm sure Google could tell you. But yeah, 6'1". That's my height. Next question from Bloody Shadow Music. How did you manage to start a channel with this level of quality? Like, it's really amazing. Oh, and by the way, I really like how you're trying to get the community involved. Don't know about others, but it makes me feel like I'm really a part of it, and that's pretty cool. Thank you so much. That's really sweet to say. In terms of like, how did I manage to start a channel with this level of quality? I don't think I did. Like, go watch my first videos on Super Mario RPG, and they're like cringy to me. I don't think I had very good quality at all back then. I think my quality's gotten better and better and better as I've gone forward. I've done a ton of research online in terms of what people do to capture quality audio and video, and I had no background in this, so I've been reading about like bit rates and trying to just learn as much as I can. There's a ton of information out there. A lot of other YouTubers have created videos showing how to do this. There's a lot of kind of free courses that are out there and available, a lot of information. So I've really just been doing hours and hours and hours of research to understand the fundamentals of how to capture good video, how to capture good audio, how to use editing software, and really what are those fundamentals of creating a quality product. So it's just been a lot of research, a lot of experience in just learning and doing. I think the hardest part for me was just diving in head first and doing stuff and learning, because I'm kind of naturally a perfectionist, and I want to make sure everything is top quality before I put anything out there, but you can't really do that in this space and still progress. Like when I first started doing this, I just recorded using just the normal like Elgato recording software, and then just uploaded it straight out of that. I didn't do any kind of editing and polishing or anything like that, and like there's nothing wrong with that, but now knowing the difference I can make in quality by editing the audio and rendering an edited video, it's just a little bit little cringy to go back and watch those. I may do that at some point. Who knows? Anyway, you also said that you really like how I'm trying to get the community involved. And yeah, I mean, I don't view this as my channel. I view this as a community, and I definitely want you guys to be involved as much as I can get you involved. I don't want this to be about me. I want it to be more of a social community. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to talk to you guys. Like that's actually my motivation for doing this stuff. I just really enjoy the interaction. Okay. The next question is from Baxter. Oh, I'm not going to say this wrong. Kidengoni? Let me know how I did. It says, what do you use to record your screen and voice? Also, when did you start this channel? Okay, so I started the channel in March of this year, so it's only a few months old as of recording this video. In terms of what I use to record my screen and voice, I'll give a quick flyover. If you guys want more detail or whatever, I can do a video about my setup. It's not spectacular, but it's kind of what I can manage right now. So for software, I use the Elgato Capture software for capturing the screen gameplay for console. So that's what I use for Switch, Xbox, PS4, the Nintendo Classic, or Super Nintendo Classic, I should say. And pretty much anything that's outside of my computer, I use that to capture it. For audio, I use a Blue Snowball. It's not the best, but it's definitely a lot better than like the microphone in my laptop. So I eventually want to swap this out with something a little bit better, but it definitely does the job for me right now. For capturing audio, I use both the Elgato Capture for commentary as well as Audacity. And I try to use the Elgato Capture more so than Audacity just because it's easier to sync up and keep the frame rates the same. But sometimes there's quality issues, which I think you guys have heard before. I'm probably going to start doing Audacity more because it seems to drop fewer frames and just be a little bit cleaner in terms of audio. And I'll just have to figure out how to work through those sync issues somehow. For recording my screen, if I'm doing a PC game, I use Bandicam, which is pretty fantastic. It also has some issues with keeping frame rates consistent, but again, so something that it can work through. And for processing my audio after recording, I also use Audacity for processing my audio commentary. And then I use Vegas Pro something or another as the video editing software. So I throw all of the captured audio and video into that, and as long as with my screens, my music, my intro video and all that, and put any effects that I need to into the video using that and render it through that program. Yeah, so if you've got any other questions about that, let me know. I could do a full walkthrough if you want, but high level, that's my setup. Okay. Next question from Demobec number 1. What is your top 5 video games played and impacted you as a gamer? So this one I actually spent probably way too long thinking about this. It's actually a pretty deep question, and I had to step back and really think about which games really impacted me. As I'm growing up and learning and experiencing life and all that, which ones are really the ones that were really meaningful to me? And I was able to do it. I came up with 5 that I think really had a strong impact on me. The first one, and these aren't in really any particular order, but the first one is the Pokemon series. When I was growing up, I had the classic Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow, all those, and I continued following the series through Silver and Gold and a little bit beyond that, but then kind of fell out at the end. But that was really the first game that I played socially. So all my friends growing up in school, they had it, and we talked about it, we traded Pokemon with each other, I had the Pokemon trading cards. I watched the show. Like, I was all in on Pokemon for a very long time, and I bonded with a lot of my friends over that too. And that was the part I really liked about it. Was it really did become a social thing for me, and yeah, I just really loved it growing up. It did have a big impact on me socially. The next game is Kingdom Hearts, the classic one on PlayStation 2. I really love that game. I played it so much, and I loved it because it was kind of this juxtaposition of darkness and like whimsicalness for bringing together like Disney and this kind of doom and gloom backstory. It was just right up my alley. I really love it. I'm really excited for the Kingdom Hearts 3 that's supposed to be dropping in January. I'm definitely going to play that. If I can get away with it, I'll definitely share it on the channel as well. If you guys want to see it, let me know. But yeah, that was one that I played so much as a kid and just really resonated with me. The next one is probably Super Mario RPG, which is the first game that I featured on the channel, just because this is another one that I played so much as a kid. I just really liked, and it was the entry point for me really falling in love with RPGs, which is one of my favorite type of game, because I love the stories, I love getting involved with the characters, and yeah, I just like it. The next game is Skyrim. And really, this is more modern me than classic me, like the other ones. Skyrim, I was going through a really rough time in my life, where I was working a job that I didn't really like, and it was taking a lot out of me. And I started playing Skyrim after a pretty long hiatus of not playing any kind of games. You know, this is coming out of high school and struggling with college and a job that I really didn't like. Skyrim kind of gave me this outlet to just forget about everything that was going on and immerse myself in this beautiful world. And I don't know, I played that for hours on end, and it was just extremely therapeutic for me. I really enjoyed that game. And the last one is actually Minecraft. And this is again another recent one. Minecraft is another one that's been kind of therapeutic for me, and being able to just kind of immerse myself into a world and be able to create what I want to create and control it, and yeah, just kind of create my own reality within Minecraft, because it's just so boundless. And yeah, I just had so much good memories with Minecraft, so many hours wasted in Minecraft. But I do really love that game, and this is really like the earlier versions of the game that I'm referencing. There's some stuff going on with the updates and with realms and all that I don't really care for too much personally. But the classic kind of constructs of Minecraft are the ones that I really fell in love with. Okay, so those are my top 5 games. The next question from Reed Games is what's your favorite game of all time? I don't know that I have a favorite game, but I think those top 5 ones that I just covered those are probably my top 5 in general. What inspired you to start YouTube, and what's your favorite indie? Okay, so what inspired me to start YouTube was really I needed something more than what I was getting at work to fulfill kind of this creative gap that I felt. With my work, I can be creative to an extent, but because I work at a very large company, there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of process, there's a lot of people being very risk averse. So I can't fully express myself there. So I did want something that would let me express myself. And I wanted something that tapped into my love of games, because I lost that part of myself for a good while. I kind of referenced it earlier when I was talking about Skyrim, but for several years of my life as a young adult, I lost that part of myself that I absolutely loved growing up. It was kind of part of my identity, and yeah, I kind of walked away from it for a while, and I didn't realize the impact that had. But gaming is so important to me, and I wanted to be able to share it with with you all. I wanted to be able to share with the world how I perceive gaming and why it's important to me. And I wanted to connect with people who felt the same way about it. So that was really what inspired me, is I needed a creative outlet, and I wanted to connect with other people that love games as much as I do. That's my reason for doing it. The next one is, what's your favorite indie? Hands down, Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley, not just because of the gameplay, but because of the story behind it, about this one guy who poured his heart and soul into it to make just this absolutely fantastic product. I am a geek for user design and user experience design, I should say. And it's just so flawlessly designed to make the game really engaging, to make it easy to play, to make it really entertaining. You can play it for 5 minutes or you can play it for 5 hours, and the level of entertainment you can pull out of it is consistent, and that is so hard to do. So crazy amount of respect for the developer of it, crazy amount of respect for the community that's been built around it, and how just awesome everybody is that contributes to it online. It's just kind of an amazing game all around. I just love everything about it. Next comment from Bloody Shadow Music again. She says, "Oh, I thought of another question. Do you plan on doing streams on YouTube or Twitch in the future?" And I mean, the short answer is, at some point, yes. I don't have any immediate plans to do it. I honestly don't know what I would stream. I don't know what I would live stream. And I think before I would want to get into live streaming, I would want to have face cam set up. The reason I don't have that now, just I guess for reference, is I really don't have a good enough camera. All I have is kind of my crappy webcam, and the quality sucks. I've been experimenting with it just to make sure I know how to set it up in the recording software, but I'm just not happy with the way it looks. At some point, I will buy a nice camera and hook it up and give you guys face cam if you guys want to see it. Again, let me know if it's something that you want, or if you prefer not to see my ugly mug, that's fine too. Anyway, so short answer is, at some point, probably not in the near future. But again, let me know what you guys want. I'm like I said, I'm here to connect with you all, so let me know. Next question from Axel Plays 25 says, "Oh, can you play Baldi's Basics?" Again, short answer, yeah, sure, why not? I haven't looked at the game too much. From what I understand, it's kind of like a puzzle game where like a teacher's trying to kill you or something like that. I don't really know the specifics, and I wouldn't want to look it up anyway, because that would kind of ruin the surprise. But yeah, I'll play it at some point. Next one from Reed Games again says, "Oh, also, have you played RimWorld? That's a great game. If so, would there ever be a series on it?" So, no, I've never played RimWorld. Again, that's one I've seen a tiny little bit of information about. I don't know a lot about it, but I'll look into it, and I might do a series on it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, and the last question from Ocean was, "How did you get a YouTube ad?" I don't know if this one's serious or not, but yeah, I thought I would address it anyway. So I have been criticized a little bit for using ads on the channel to drive views. And yeah, that's something that I absolutely have done. And the reason really is because the way that YouTube is designed to work, in order to be successful on YouTube, you really have to have two things. You have to have, first, visibility. People have to be able to find and watch your videos. And second, you really need to have quality. Like, your videos have to be good. People have to want to watch them and enjoy watching them. I've done a lot of work to make sure that my quality is really good. The problem becomes kind of the discoverability, or people being able to find the videos. And there's not a good answer to that. A lot of people spend a lot of time like going out and marketing themselves and plugging on like Reddit and other sites and trying to drive traffic into YouTube. And I've done that to a very small extent, but honestly, I just don't have the time. It's not enough. Like, you have to have a heavy amount of views. You have to have a heavy amount of likes and comments and watch time. And those are the things that make your videos show up in the algorithm. Or you can pay YouTube. And if you just pay YouTube, then they ignore all the engagement stuff and promote you to the top. I don't spend a lot of money on ads. I only spend like $2 to $3 per day max on some very targeted views, and I try to only show ads to groups of people that I think will actually like the content. So yeah, so far it's been pretty successful. Only about 20% of the views I get on the channel are from ads, so it's not making the entire channel, but I think it's helping people who would like my content find it easier. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today's answering your questions video. If you liked the video, please leave a like below to let me know that. Comment down below if you want to know anything else, or if you want to see more like this, or really anything else that I talked about. If you have any other suggestions, yeah, just let me know below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with everything going on the channel, though I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this, you are one of my subscribers. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!